What up, everybody? Ken Bean back again with some more 7 Days to Die, and I, as you can hear, am a little sick. Just a chest cold. No fucking coronavirus. Relax, people. It's not that big of a problem. Oh my gosh, the panic over it. And I've been thinking, I'm gonna test this, but I'm thinking, because I'm worried about this being able, this section here and this section here supporting all of this and shit on top of it, that I might put some more support beams here. So like, let's see. So if I did that, if I did this one here, and then the middle one here, but I also want to make sure that they're not going to walk across. It's not deep enough for them to test it. And I'm worried about, because they want to be underneath you too, like over there, that if I have an opening, that they just might, instead of just trying to walk across this or whatever, they'll come and then just get down where I have the little steps of the blocks, and they just come and stand underneath this, and I can't hit them. So I've been thinking about that. Another thing I'm worried about is, why hasn't this shit fucking grown? I'll give it another day. I don't know, it just feels like I'm lower in the ground, like I'm not as tall. I don't know. I'm gonna give this shit another day, and if it doesn't grow, then I'm gonna just pick everything back up, replace it back all again. That's annoying me. Do I have... Oh, I do. Why do I have coffee beans on me? I don't know. Maybe I found it in a trash bag. Okay. Let's see what we got cooking in here. Ooh, we have the bars. That's right. And I made those, okay. That's good, so we got more bars going. Let's just do that. I think I put iron in there. Let's do you. That will stay with us. That's going there. No, that goes in the gyrocopter, I think. Alright, let's do you. You're farming. Okay, let's look at... 125, 121. So let's look at getting a little bit of food. Kind of keep our water. We have yucca. How much yucca do we have left over? Oh, that was another thing they just added, the 18.4 that I hit. 25, so okay. You hit this to go. So like when you normally, like, oh, I want it to be that way, but I over-clicked, you hit R and it goes back one. So you don't have to like recycle through it all again. Especially when you're doing the advanced shit and it like rotates up and down, left, you know, back and forth and shit like that, you know, on the vertical and the horizontal axes, respectively. Man, I don't know. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I just happened to just watch a few videos. Just waiting for... Ooh, that's ready to go. Let's go ahead and take that. Waiting for shit to kind of, like, upload or edit my videos and shit like that. And then a few 7 days popped up. Some, like, cool base design. So I was kind of watching that and, like, a suggested one. And there was a guy, Vedui, V-E-D-U-I, I think. he had one showing how, and I was thinking about this base before I even knew about this. So I was like, okay, I'm on the right track. He was showing that these, like what I'm doing, there are certain blocks that, even though you, no, get the fuck off of it. Holdy, you fuck. Yeah, picks, okay. Oh, and I've tried a new game where I'm just around, you know, in there fucking around, and the lockpicks are actually far more breakable now. Oh, look at them, cute pumpkins. Little small pumpkins. So, he actually, he had several blocks that he demonstrated how certain, blocks the zombies didn't see as a block that they could stand on, which is one of these. So they don't see this as a pathing thing, so they would go around it. So I'm afraid if I don't have anything securing any of this, like if there's a hole, they're going to get underneath the hole, go underneath here. Now if this is all filled in, they see this as a block they can't stand on, even though it's next to a block they can't stand on, and they won't walk across, even though I could walk across it without really falling through it. I don't think it can. So I'm thinking I could just fill all this in with these, and then I'll have this completely, you know, filled in, so this will support itself completely. It's technically suspended, and they'll just stop here and they won't know what the fuck to do, and I can sit there and pop them. And if that's the case, I'm gonna have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, it's too long. I could have done electric fence posts that spanned this, but that's gonna be, because if I put one here, there's gonna be a spot they can't hit, and then they're gonna, you know, knock into the electric fence post. But if it's something they can't, if it's something they can't, you know, walk around, then why not? Just go ahead and do it. You fucker. You. Oh, I thought that placed it on top for some reason. There we go. So I want to test this at least. Okay, that. I think it would be okay if I did it just this. Fuck! At least while it's wet, it's easier to fucking break apart. And I want to at least have 3 poles on here to suspend it. Oh yeah, I can go back and do it the first rotation. I think this should at least support the platform here. And I want to test to see if I dig this out, the zombies won't get in here, or won't walk across these and won't just jump down in it. Okay. But you needed a few squares deep because they like with one square they see this as not really as an obstacle to kind of jump over and not something they can't walk on. So if it's wide enough like this is, and there's nothing, there's deep, it's too deep underneath it, then they just think, oh, I can't walk there, and then they can't, they don't go, they try to find a different path. And I'm afraid that, like I've said, if this isn't filled in, or if this is this empty space that I'm in now is completely all that's here, Oh shit, I forgot this side, didn't I? There we go. If this is completely filled in, then they will sit there and try to find a different path. If there's no different path, they're not going to be able to jump across. It's too wide. And the only problem is I've seen it where they jump and they what was it? They like stop here and then they like hit down, trying to hit this block to collapse it. So if that happens, hey, you can always you can always have it bring out your AK or something and fucking mow them down, spread them out, and then I think from what I'm thinking, I could be able to sit there and just pop them with just the crossbow. So I'm hoping to find, have some of this dug out before the day, at least before the a time where a horde will come through for the day. And I want to test that. I want to have this dug out, be able to walk across this 3 wide, or the 3 poles here, and see if they'll either walk across those or if they'll just try to fall down underneath this. If they do that, then it's I'm gonna have to fill it all in, because I would like to have it just to where it's this. One, it's less resources, so it's easier to build later on. 2, let's jump up here. Any of you? Yep. Ooh, that wasn't even. Okay. And then maybe eventually it won't be, maybe not ready for the next horde, but I would like to have as deep as I go on the outside wall, all the way down, have a layer of concrete, reinforced concrete blocks. And I don't think 1 high here. Ooh, I'm able to go underneath that. All right. 1 high isn't deep enough. Uh-oh. Okay, this is... We still got areas where we can wait for it to dry. Oh, that's why I was squatting down. I was like, wonder why the fuck I can go underneath that. It's only 1 block high. What the shit? No, you fuck. Go back 1 where it was. And I don't want to take out the support. Take out the papers and the trash. Or you get no spending cash. Better scrub that kitchen floor, or you ain't gonna rock and roll no more. Yakety yak, don't hold back. Yakety yak, yakety yak. Anytime I hear that song, I think of The Great Outdoors. That's a fucking great movie with John Candy and oh, hold on. Oh shit. Oh, oh no. This is gonna bother me until I remember it. Y'all know that about me by now. What? Dennis... No, not Dennis Quaid. He's got the Skull, vodka. Or tequila. Oh my gosh, I can't think of his fucking name. Dan Aykroyd. Woo! Original Ghostbuster. Come on now. Let's be honest, the only Ghostbuster. So, yeah, I think of that movie every time I hear that song. I think it's the opening song that plays, too. Okay. Oh no. Damn it. I didn't want that. Okay. Go ahead and any place I see. Go. There you go. Nope. I don't think too high is deep enough. If a zombie comes. Plus we have this here. I don't know why, it just seems like it's closer to my base on this side now. Okay. Come on. Click, you fuck. Yeah, I want this all to dry, especially the supports, before I undo the bottom, because from over... Where is it? Over here, it wouldn't let me span that part that I stood on. At least it's only one hit to get rid of this shit. And I think I need to be at least 3 deep. And not only do I need to be 3 deep, I need to have the center sand taken out as well. Oh, a little thirsty. Go ahead. Remedy that. Working out here. Working up a sweat. Like almost, it is equal amounts of clay and sand, which kind of fucking sucks. It's like not as easy to collect the sand as it used to be, and we need to go eat. I forgot to do that. We ate, we just drank, but we should have a little bit of drink left to be able to eat bacon and eggs. So if we get sick, we can just we should still have enough space to be able to drink a goldenrod tea. Some feverfew. Alright, let's do that. Make some more cement as well behind that. We need to... Oh, we could have used the coffee to get more sand, but we should be okay. Let's go ahead and use that. What's our max? 36 stamina. Let's go ahead and use another one. And go ahead and do that. No food poisoning. So go ahead and do another. We have plenty of goldenrod. Let's go ahead and just drink one of those. Give us more stamina while we're working. And I'm thinking also I may have to leave maybe where the two bars on this other side of the middle, excuse me, where the two bars or the support posts are, leave that space open from the metal bars. Leave this space open so I can have a place to plop my my junk turret, because I don't think the junk turret can shoot through the metal bars. If they can, that would be better, but if I don't think they can, and they see it as like, you know, a complete block that they can't shoot through. If they can, hey, all the better. We can always test that as well, but then plus I can always just fill it in. But I'm afraid that it doesn't, and then they won't shoot, and that would help too with the horde, as it already has been. Okay. This is what I'm always worried about, is getting stuck down here while I'm working and having a horde or something come by and I don't see them, and by the time I notice they're here, they're fucking here, you know what I mean? So what we can do is I'm going to clear this little section out. And we should be good with these posts here, so I'll put my frames on me. And I'll have my way out. And I can always run around and maybe get on top of here and jump out. But if it's pretty much done, I can run around the you know, if they come from one of the sections, or if they come from here, I can run around, get them to chase me, come back, jump out. I thought I heard something shuffling through the brush. It's probably just me walking on top of the sand. Walking on broken glass. It's not quite glass yet, Bean Dip. It's fucking sand. That silicate... Is it silicate in sand that makes glass, or is it the quartz in sand that makes glass? I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, I know that you use sand to do it, but I don't know quite the full process. And I don't know if it... I don't think it's silicate. I think it's the quartz. Because silicate's more in plants. There's actually an extinction level event that happened, I think it was after the dinosaurs or during the dinosaurs, Jurassic period, that for some reason plants started growing more started having more silicate in the inside of them, and because of that, more animals didn't have strong enough teeth, and so it would grind their teeth down a lot faster, the silicate does. And so they would eventually, you know, run out of fucking teeth, and they couldn't eat, and they would fucking starve. So I guess, evolutionarily speaking, the ones that had stronger teeth were able to survive. And so that's one of those weird ones that they don't know why silicate was... I don't think they know why the silicate was so prevalent all of a sudden. Just like in the beginning, when there's a lot of there's a buildup of oxygen in the air. Ooh, should I date? I'm gonna wait until this dries. There's a buildup of oxygen at the very beginning when Earth was forming. That there you can see the high levels of oxygen, and then there's a sudden drop off in levels of oxygen. And what had happened was everything that basically the oxygen in the air since it didn't exist, nothing could um, uh, nothing bonded with oxygen like rust, iron oxide. So once oxygen became prevalent enough, there was a big, massive dump of oxygen out of the air, out of the atmosphere, because all these elements started to be able to bond with oxygen now, and so it sucked out a lot of oxygen, and then it was able to bounce back up after that. So there was two sections to where oxygen wasn't prevalent, became prevalent, and then wasn't prevalent again because of things sucking it out of the, combining with it, carbon dioxide, again, like iron oxide, rusting, and that kind of soaked up some of the oxygen in the air. So I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, oh, and that would make sense too. Oh, we got a node underneath here. Yeah, and it was like, oh, you know what, that does make sense, that you didn't think that there's probably some stuff out in in outer space that, doesn't have oxygen to combine with. Like, it's just iron out there, and then it falls to Earth, and then it begins to rust finally, because it's the first time it's come in contact with oxygen. I don't know if iron might be a heavy enough metal or heavy enough element that where it had to have formed on a planet or a moon. But then still, there could have been no atmosphere on that. But you see what I mean. I always thought that was interesting when I read about it in I think it was my physical geology class. There was two of them. There's physical geology and what was the other one? But it was basically one you studied like the formation of Earth and all that shit, and one of them you actually studied the in depth to the rocks of K feldspar and quartz and schist, gneiss, shit like that. And I always found that shit interesting. Like, I remember being a kid and finding magnets fascinating. Like, we had those magnets that had, kind of like the shovel, where they had at the shovel head, they had like the little rectangular box or prism of the magnet, and it had like a little stem, like a long stem to it. And I remember I was more fascinated, obviously you're fascinated with it, attracting each other. But actually, I was more fascinated, you fucker. I didn't want that. I was more fascinated with the repelling of positive and positive, negative, negative repelling each other. And like, I can't see anything there, but I could feel it, and it's clear that something's pushing against each other. And I remember finding that, not just like I don't like trying to figure out how, because kindergarten or whatever, you don't understand electrons and protons and shit like that. And then also the whole idea of not just okay, that should be deep enough, I think. And it looks like this is, I just don't want this to collapse. So these are 4 wide. So if this collapses, I can always remake it. Because I think if it was like this and this bottom piece here is connected, they're going to come down here and try to hit this bottom piece. So I want to take this out. And I kind of want to work from outside in. I don't want it to, like, one side to have to support a whole area until I get to the very end, and then this side finally supports the back side of it. Okay. That. Yeah, it should pretty much be supporting everything there. I want to do the second layer that I just picked because I wanted to be able to access, just kind of have a little ramp where I could access the middle part without having to do it, you know, do both. Okay, here it is. Alright. Okay, that is at least supporting itself. I haven't built anything on top of it though. That's what really worried me when I was thinking about having to put the weight on top of the cage. And not only the weight on top, but the weight like where it goes up on the sides, but the top of the cage to prevent shit from flying down onto me. And I was thinking I could always, you know, put the wood post, or the not wood post, wood frames on it, make it out of wood. But I think even that little bit of weight would still was worried about that. So I'm thinking. So once I was like, oh cool, you know, I already had this idea, and I saw that, and I was like, ooh, and they can't walk on it. I can fill this all in, not have to worry about it collapsing at all. And the idea will still work, where they can't walk across it, they can't get to me, but it's completely secure in that it has every one of these blocks is supported from 4 away. Plus, not only that, it's, you know, this is all supporting all this in the middle as well, instead of, you know, this block here being supported by the block next to it all the way down, you know. Especially since that I know that 3, I'd really be surprised if the ones in the middle can support all of this. By, like, if I just did this, that they could support that. I'm really worried about you know, how much that could support. So that was good to see. It was like a couple days after I recorded this. I was like, all right. So it looks like we have all but 2 blocks. And I figured I could maybe do that. I didn't even realize I could put frames underneath it, support it, and then have it upgrade it and let it dry. And then once it's dry, I could take the frames out. So I could have solved that. So we have 2 sections here. I think it's all ready to go. So now I just need a day horde to come through and test this. So I can walk across that, get it, come back. Ooh. I think it grew. I think everything finally grew. Yes, it did. Fantastic. And then everything should grow at the same rate. potatoes.
You say potato, I say potato. You say potato, I say potato. I see trees of green, red roses too.
I remember being like, I had a high fucking pitched voice when I was little, and as you can tell, my voice is a little high normally. I have a little bit of bass, but I remember as a kid, like I was known for having a fucking high voice, but I could be able to do that when I was little, being able to kind of, you know, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Kind of inflect my voice. That's gonna be here. You're gonna be there. That's gonna be there. You're gonna be here. You're gonna be that. Wood was there. That was there for now. That was here. Okay. We do need a little more iron. Got some iron there. Let's go ahead and just throw that in there. We just took out a lot of clay. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Ooh, clay takes a little bit. How much clay do we have left? 11,000? Ah, okay, good. Oh, I want to vault doors, too. I could probably just use regular iron doors if they can't walk across it. But if I have vault, I got a vault hatch. Vault door 3 powered. No, I just want a vault door, which is steel, springs, mechanical parts. Still spring mechanical parts. Oh. Spring. Uh-oh. Do I not have any more steel? Steel. Let's do 50. Let's do cement. Okay, so if I have a vault door for each one of those. It's a vault door. Okay. There we go. All I need now is just I need a fucking, not a fucking, I need a day horde to come in. You know, let's take this out too. That's really bothering me. Seeing that. I'll take some aloe vera. Just clear some of this out. One, so I can kind of see. And this can also kind of help, you know, if they run into it, they take a little damage. Now, I think 4, they shouldn't be able to jump across. I think spiders still can, and I'm worried about them jumping on top. So I think I might build it 3 high or 4 high, and they shouldn't be able to jump up there. If they can't, if they still do, I'll just put like, I'll have like a cube of iron bars, and on the very top of this one side, I'll put another bar just facing outwards. And I'm also thinking about like okay, that should be okay, like doing this, and then I have to do the on the outside of it. Does this have any? Huh. Let's do that. Okay. So these are going to have to be on the outside here. The corners. Huh. So that's another thing I'm worried about. Like, how am I going to get shit? Well, I need to get this anyway. Damn it. Okay, that fucking failed completely. Get up, take one. Get up, take one, you fuck. Alright. Like, I'm gonna have to put bars on one of these sides on the outside. It's gonna look a little wonky, but that's what we're gonna have to do. Unless we do something... thinking unless we do something that's corner like this. That was another one of the things they tested, that this is like a full block if you stand on the back side of that, but they don't see it as something they can walk on. Like, see how flat that backside is? If you put that where that's the part that's facing up that you're walking on, they still see it. So maybe we could put something like that in the corner. Or we can do some pillars where we can still kind of see out. 50 pillars where we can still see out, but we can connect to it. We can shoot around it, and I think that's what we do. We're going to do that, because I don't want it to look kind of fucking wonky. It's going to look a little wonky anyway with it sort of connecting and not really connecting. Alright, so I'm hot. I'll be alright. But I want the 50 pillars will work because they're going to connect to it and they're going to support everything. But also... like I could still see out in the corners. Oh shit. So something like that. Oh no! Damn it. You see what I mean? Son of a bitch. Well, you get the idea what the fuck I was going for. Ah! So that's why I'm afraid I might not be able to support it. Mm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if that's the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shit. Alright, well. Do advanced. Rotation. Okay. 1, 2. I should have just... So 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have just not put shit on top of it yet, because I could do that quickly. Fuck! And just test to see if they would walk across it or not. Son of a bitch. One. And if they don't walk across it, I'll just make... I'll fill it all in. At least for sure not the... So 1, 2, 3... Okay, one more on each. Two. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now I'm gonna have kind of that. I'm gonna over-engineer this because I don't give a shit. I want it to fucking support itself. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we need block. Ah, fucking shit. That don't just piss you off. Right around here. We know it supports itself, so we'll just let it be. We'll wait for a fucking horde. Fuck! Pick up some fucking iron. $365. One piece of iron for each fucking day of the year. And at least that shit should all grow at the same fucking rate now. So $365. Play stone for now. We need iron. So bars, what do we have? 82. We need what? 18. Oh shh. How many does it take for a fucking bar? 117? Bullshit. Fucking resources hog. Fucking bitch. Oh, well, at least we got fucking 106 of those. Let's make some more of these fucking things. Let's make 50. Just in case. Concrete mix. Do that. Alright. Got you. I got you, babe. That's what we'll do. Did I put plant fiber in there? I did not. Let's do our steel, which is vault doors. Perfect. Make 4 of them. Put some steel up. That up. What was it that we... Oh, that. Where the fuck did that go? Okay. I thought it went in there. Oh, shit. Are we dehydrated? Not that much. Fucking relax. That's aloe vera. Recipe, yuck juice. Use one of those. Alright, let's go put this shit down. Fucking redo it again, you motherfucker. Well, we had it built. And you kind of saw the idea I was going for. So we're going to test it once it's fucking up and going. We're going to test it to see if it could fucking withstand, or if zombies will come in and be able to walk across it or not, or whatever. At this point, I don't care if they fucking jump across it. Well, I don't think they should, but... Okay. Okay. That. That. Ooh, all a bunch of shit just dried up real quick. Alright, that should be good. I think with these being so thin, it's even hard for it to register the nail gun to upgrade. Maybe that's part of the zombies having trouble with it. Okay. The only thing I'm worried about is them stopping and then like hitting this block here and trying to collapse it. And but I always thought an idea like this of being able to have something supported, but to where zombies don't see that it's supported and they can't get to it. I always like the idea of kind of a floating base, sort of, but doing it, damn it, not quite like that, but doing it properly. Okay, so we're gonna do that. So it's gonna be take 2 here. So that's gonna be it for now. Just we're gonna be running around trying to get this to have itself completely upgraded, and then we'll see before we put anything else on what we can do with it. So as long as this is here, and when the zombies come, we'll jump over it. We'll make sure all this shit's gone, all the frames, and we'll see if they can walk across or not. If they can't, hey, we're fucking golden. And I built, what did I built? I built 2, 3 high. But pretty much that's it. Ooh, that's already fucking done. Alright, so it's just getting all this shit upgraded and letting it dry. And then having the ability to see if they don't come across here, we're gonna fill at least that from here out and here out. We may even keep that. If they want to fall down in here and get underneath me, we'll fill that in. But I'm at least going to do from this corner to this corner completely filled in with pillars. That way everything is supported. I can put it up 3 high and have everything supported the way it needs to be. So that's going to be it for now. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
This episode brought to you by JavaWhacked.com, the official sponsor of the Can Bean Dip YouTube channel.